They told me you whispered my name in the dark when you were alone. Wish I'd known how much you were hurting. I would have run straight back home. I heard you, darling, loud and clear. Though you're gone, your voice stays near. If heaven lets my words get through, tell Keith that I love him too. Every night I still hear you singing, feel your touch in the soft summer air. But the hardest part of living without you is the silence now that you're not there. I heard you, darling, loud and clear. Though you're gone, your voice stays near. If heaven lets my words get through, tell Keith that I love him too. If heaven lets my words get through, tell Keith that I love him too. I found a box beneath the bed, tied with string and things unsaid. Dust had gathered over time, like the silence in my mind. Every letter, every line was for someone lost before his time. I wrote them late on sleepless nights, never found the nerve to write. Sorry for the things I missed, or the way we left like this. I thought there'd always be more time, but time don't always play so kind. These letters never sent, just folded hope and fear. Words I should have spoken while you were still here. If love could cross the distance where the living never went, you'd be holding every letter I never sent. I read them slow, line after line. Every truth, every sign felt like you were listening close, like heaven leaned in just to know. And maybe grace don't come with sound, just peace that settles all around. These letters never sent, just folded hope and fear. Words I should have spoken while you were still here. If love could cross the distance where the living never went, you'd be holding every letter I never sent. watched him rise into the sky and whispered one last goodbye. I believe you heard me through the flames and through the air, and maybe that's enough to show I always cared. If grace can live in ashes, if smoke can make amends, then you're holding every letter dear I never sent. Now you're holding every letter, baby, I never sent.
Watch them all drive away, left me standing here alone. Didn't think I'd have the strength to face you carved in stone. Years ago I walked away, thought distance was the cure. Told myself that time would heal, that I could close the door. But every night I thought of you. Your memory, it lingered near. Tried so hard to run away, yet you're the reason I'm still here. I never stopped loving you, though I never let it show. My silence built a wall between. Now it's too late, I know. Friends said you never moved on, said you carried me inside, and I've known deep down so long I was the reason that you cried. But now I understand your tears, that silence was my greatest lie. Love doesn't vanish with the years, even after last goodbyes. I never stopped loving you. Wish I told you long ago, but standing here beside your grave, at last I need you to know. Today you stopped hurting, dear, but I never stopped loving you.
A stranger stood outside my door this evening, his hat in hand, eyes tired from the road. He said, "Ma'am, I bring you news from down in Frisco, and a message sent with love from long ago." I took the letter trembling as I opened, saw words I never dreamed I'd see again. He said, "I met him by the railroad track this morning, and here's the love he asked me to extend." Thank you for bringing me this letter, mister. It's good to know the news and that he's looking down from above. I'll tell our boy his daddy's proud and loves him. And thanks again for bringing me his love. It's been 10 long years since he's been with us. I raised our son and faced the days alone. Now I know he tried his best to reach us, and his heart, though far away, was always home. Mister, take this watch, it was my husband's. It's not much, but please take it on your way. You've given me and my son peace and closure. It's more than gold or silver could repay. Thank you for bringing me this letter, mister. It's good to know the news and that he's looking down from above. I'll tell our boy his daddy's proud and loves him. And thanks again for bringing me his love. He poured the milk in the sugar bowl, tried to laugh it off, but his hand shook cold. I kissed his cheek, said happens to us all, then turned away before the tears could fall. He still wears the watch I gave him in June, then asks with a smile, did I get this from you? He can't find the words, but I still hear the man who once built our life with his bare two hands. Even if he forgets me, I'll still understand the jokes in the kitchen, the way he held my hand, the coffee he made me, that kiss on my brow. I still see the boy in the man I hold now. Our kids send cards maybe twice a year, and I don't blame them, it's heavy in here. But it's me who cleans him up and hums him to sleep, and he smiles like he's happy to be loved this deep. I sit and tell him stories about days long gone by. His eyes light up like he's hearing them for the first time. And if I fade from his mind like a long lost song, I'll sing out my voice till the last note's gone. Even if he forgets me, I'll stay by his side. In the silence, the shadows, the slow slipping tide. He may lose my name, but he'll feel my love when my hand still fits his like a glove. Even if he forgets me, I'll remember him. still fold your shirts just right. You still pour my coffee light. We don't fight, we don't kiss, just pass like strangers in all this. There ain't no slamming doors these days, just quiet meals and separate ways. It wasn't one big heartbreak, no storm to leave behind, just the slow fade of a spark. They used to burn so bright. You sleep facing the window, I lie still and watch it snow. Funny how love don't leave loud, not us, no. It's just the way we let go. Your truck still runs at 6:15. I still hum your harmony. The dog still waits between our chairs, like he knows but doesn't care. The pictures hang, the vows still shine, but we ain't been us in a long, long time. It wasn't one big heartbreak, no lies we didn't own, just the silence in the hallway when the kids were finally grown. You talk more to the TV than you do when I get home. I guess we loved till it got quiet, then we just let it go. I wore that red dress Friday, you said I looked real nice, then turned back to the paper like that line could still suffice. It wasn't rage or cheating, no headline kind of pain, just two folks in the rear view trying not to place the blame. You still hold the door for me, but it's just muscle memory now. And I still call you baby, but it don't mean what it did somehow. We didn't break, we faded like an old worn radio, still humming through the static. That's the way we let go. He walks in boots heavy with dust, tosses his keys like he's had enough. Same job site, same busted back, 6 cold beers lined up in a stack. I used to pour my glass at 5, now I'm halfway through by 9:30. Still holding on tight to what we had. Long days working, long nights gone bad. Used to talk, now we just eat in different rooms on different seats. We're slipping slow out of sight, but I'm still holding on tight. Dinner gets made, but mostly gets cold. We both eat silent stories untold. He stares at the game, I scroll my phone. 2 strangers trying not to feel alone. The walls don't echo like they did before, just empty rooms and a locked up door. But I'm holding on tight to how it was to I leave the light on every night.
Thank y'all so much for coming out tonight. I love you all.
I fold your shirts the way you like, lay 'em out when it's late at night. I don't ask what's taking time, but your eyes don't look quite like mine. You used to call just to check in. Now silence is your next of kin. But I leave the light on just in case you remember how this place held your heart when it was warm, held your dreams when they were torn. I leave the light on 'cause I still care, even if you're halfway there. I don't chase and I don't cry, I just leave the light on every night. Maybe I'm just trying to feel like I matter in a house that's getting colder. Maybe this light's not for you anymore. Maybe it's for me to feel a little bolder. Still I leave the light on, out of love, out of habit, out of hope, out of us. You might not notice, might not see, but it's the last soft part of me. I leave the light on, and that's enough, even if it don't bring you back to us. You don't have to say goodnight, I'll just leave the light on one more night.
Thank y'all. Good night.
He still keeps the porch light on, though I've been gone a while. Says it helps him sleep at night to see that old warm smile. My boots ain't touched that gravel since '92 or so, but he still sets a place for me like I might come back home. He still calls me darling, like I never broke his heart. Still hums my favorite song, still talks to me in the dark. I was wild and restless thunder, he was steady as the rain. Now he's sitting with my memory and whispering my name. I heard he fixed that old red truck, the one we drove to town. Says he leaves the windows cracked in case I'm hanging around. And every time he pulls that string to light the kitchen hall, still keeps my letters in the drawer beside the floor. I was wind that couldn't settle, he was roots too deep to shake. Now he's sitting with my memory and whispering my name. If I could go back somehow, I'd do more staying than leaving. Tell him I was just afraid of a love that felt like heaven. He still calls me darling, like I'm coming down the drive, like I ain't just some ghost that left a good man's life. I was young and full of silence, he was words I couldn't say. Now he's sitting with my memory and whispering my name. Yeah, he still calls me darling, like I never went away. Pulled off the highway near a neon motel sign, where the gravel meets the silence and the stars begin to shine. Got a picture on the dashboard, cracked right through his face. Still I whisper out his name, like he's just running late. The radio is humming low, a steel guitar in tune. Every mile I ever missed him echoes in the room. I pour a little bourbon in a plastic coffee cup, raise it to the rear view. Yeah, I still ain't giving up. This Whiskey Road Lullaby rocks me slow and deep. still fits like it ought, stained with dirt and whiskey and a hint of motor oil, like a map of all his struggles, every heartbreak, every toil. This old hat, it carried dreams, saw him chase horizons, taught him how to lean through fields of corn and Sunday prayer. Daddy wore it everywhere, and now it's all that's left of him to hold. This old hat's worth more than gold. He wore it at the wedding, gave me to another man, held it to his heart, whispered, do the best you can. Now I'm staring in the mirror, seeing traces of his smile, feeling closer to him every single mile. This old hat, it carried dreams, saw him chase horizons, taught him how to lead through fields of corn and Sunday prayer. Daddy wore it everywhere, and now it's all that's left of him to hold. This old hat's worth more than gold. Sometimes I put it on, pretend he's holding me again, hear his gentle voice telling me I'll always win. Daddy, if you're listening, thank you for the life we had. I'll keep this hat forever. I'm so proud you were my dad. This old hat, it still carries dreams. I chase his horizons, and I learn how to lead through life's storms and whispered prayers. Daddy's with me everywhere. It's all that's left of him to hold. This old hat, worth more than gold. Thought I locked that door for good, where your memory never could slip back in to haunt my nights and fill my mind with useless fights. Storm clouds in the rear view mirror, driving past those younger years. I swore I'd never speak your name, but here it comes with the falling rain. And I remember the rain, how it cut through my skin as we stood on the porch while the anger soaked in. I thought bitterness would help me to keep your ghost away, but memories flood, and every time the skies turn gray, tracing roads we used to drive, fields alive with fireflies. And somehow now I understand the heavy heart behind your hands. I didn't know the pain you kept, or the secrets that you should have left hidden in your quiet eyes. Tonight I finally realize, and I remember the rain, how it cut through my skin as we stood on the porch while the hurt soaked in. I thought bitterness would help me to keep your ghost away, but memories flood and every time the skies turn gray. Funny how a storm can clear things out, wash away the worry, erase the doubt. In the thunder's roll, your truth remains, and I'm finding grace in the sound of rain. Yeah, I remember the rain, how it poured down that night, but now I see the pain hiding just out of sight. Thought bitterness would hold me, keep your ghost away. Now empathy rolls, and every time skies turn gray. I thought it always hurt, thought I'd never change, but peace found me again tonight. And I remember the rain.